left a note on the kitchen table, keys on the hook, boots by the stable. Sun not up, but my mind was wide, heart full of miles and a need to ride. Didn't leave mad, didn't leave slow, just knew there was more than this gravel road. No map drawn, just the wind and fate, and a tank full of dreams that couldn't wait. Now I'm out where the highway knows my name, where the white lines hum like a runaway train. Got a sky full of stars and a soul to blame for always chasing wild in the pouring rain. I ain't lost, I ain't trying to play the game, I just feel at home where the highway knows my name. Gas station coffee, a song on repeat, old worn tires and a restless beat. Every town's got a story I borrow, but I leave by sunrise, not tomorrow. Yeah, I'm out where the highway knows my name, where silence hits softer than the hometown shame. Got a heart that's loud and a past that's tame, and dreams that burn like a diesel flame. No roots, no rules, no one to tame, just me and the wind, where the highway knows my name. Some folks need fences and a front porch light, but I come alive in the middle of night. So I ride where the highway knows my name, with dust on my boots and a whispering flame. Might not have much, but I've staked my claim on freedom and fire and the untamed plain. I'm not running, I'm just hard to frame out here on my own, where the highway knows my name. Found her rusting by the barn out back, faded blue with a dented stack, tires flat and the seat all torn, but she still smelled like motor oil and corn. Used to ride with Grandpa down that hill, radio humming, windows filled with stories about life and how to stand tall. I swear I still hear him through the cabin all. Under that old hood, there's more than steel. There's Sunday drives and the way love feels, greasy hands and a working man's grace, a prayer in the wires and time I can't replace. She don't shine, but she always stood. There's heart and home under that old hood. Replaced the plugs, rewired the dash, polished the chrome, but I kept the scratch. Where he spilled his coffee at 82, said every mark tells a story true. Under that old hood, there's more than steel. says, "Daddy, let's ride down to the creek." And I smile, 'cause I know he could feel what I feel under that old hood. Under that old hood, there's more than gears. There's dust and dreams and 50 years. Every turn is a thread that ties the men we were to the reasons why. She still runs like I knew she would. There's love that lasts under that old hood. He still writes letters by kerosene light, carries a photo that's faded just right, boots worn down like the stories he tells of rodeo nights and heartbreak hotels. Drives a Chevy with the radio broke, knows every mile by the way the wind spoke. Says people don't wave like they used to do, and this old world's changing quicker than true. He's the last slow cowboy in a fast-talking town, tipping his hat while the sun goes down. Sings to the stars instead of watching a screen. Still believes in a warm pair of jeans. Rides like time ain't got nothing to prove, while the rest of us got too much to lose. He don't rush, don't bend, don't follow the crowd. The last slow cowboy standing proud. Barstool philosopher, whiskey and grace, dances with ghosts in a neon-lit place. He don't say much, but when he does, it hits like thunder, soft as dust. He's the last slow cowboy in a fast-talking town, where the kids don't listen and the roots pull out. Still sends a rose to a girl he once knew, though she married in June of '92. He tips his brim and walks away like legends do at the end of the day. He don't need the world to know his name, just a saddle, a song, and a sky full of flame. Yeah, the last slow cowboy in a high-speed age turns the page slow, like a prayer on a stage. He's a whisper of a wind through a wide-open plain, an old soul humming a lonesome refrain. So let 'em run, let 'em chase, let 'em race their way. He'll ride on slow, come what may. Yeah, the last slow cowboy never fades house where the red dust flies. Hair in a braid, fire in her eyes. Boots on the dash, she don't slow down. She's got dreams that don't fit in this town. She don't call home, she don't stay long. She's got a trail where the brave belong. Heart like thunder, laugh like sin. You don't chase her, she lets you in. She rides like the wind through the canyon sky. Don't ask why, just wave goodbye. She'll steal your heart, then leave a grin, with nothing but her name on your skin. She don't break, she don't bend. She rides like the wind, sings to the moon by a firelight glow, dances with ghosts only outlaws know. Taught me love don't always mean staying. Sometimes it's just the breath you're taking. Yeah, she rides like the wind through the canyon sky, leaves me standing there asking why. She's a storm, a song, a spin, and I'd let her leave all over again. 'Cause she don't break, she won't pretend. She rides like the wind. I tried to rope her, tried to hold tight, but wild things fade in the morning light. Now she rides like the wind out past the pines. She's a memory burning in my lines. If love is free, then I let her win, and I smile when I feel that breeze again. She don't stop, she don't end. She rides like the wind. She rolls her sleeves up with the morning sun. Hair still wet, but the day's begun. Boots on gravel, hard worn thin, but she'll start the fight and she'll always win. Raised by rain and radio waves, learn more from work than church on Sundays. Left a ring in a town in a rear view. Now she's got nothing to prove, nothing to lose. She don't ask permission, she don't wait in line. She'll drive through the dark if it saves her time. Got a name that echoes through the pines, and a laugh that cuts through midnight wine. She's wild as the wind and twice as strong. she don't break, she makes decisions, and no, she don't ask permission. Keeps a lighter in her glove box tin for old letters she won't read again. Sleeps just fine on motel sheets, dreams in thunder and restless beats. She don't ask permission, she don't play it sweet. You find her fire where the fences meet. Got a past she don't wear on her sleeve, but it's stitched in the denim she don't leave. She's a storm wrapped up in calm conviction, and no, she don't ask permission. She ain't running, she's just moving fast. Never looks too long at the past. No, she don't ask permission, she don't wait for signs. She builds her own and draws the lines with a gaze that cuts like a sharpened blade, and a heart that's never been afraid. She's the kind they write the songs about, but never figure out. She don't need your definition, 'cause she don't ask permission. Woke up to thunder on a Monday morn, leaky roof and coffee gone cold. Bills on the table, dreams on hold, feeling like life's just wearing thin and old. But I tied up my boots and I faced the day like my mama taught me back in the clay. She said storms come fast, but they roll on by. Keep your chin up, child, and look to the sky. 'Cause rain don't last forever, clouds don't own the sun. The darkest nights break into dawn when the hurting starts to run. Keep your heart tied to the tether of hope you buried deep, 'cause even the coldest, hardest weather can't hold back a dreamer's heat. No, rain don't last forever, just long enough to grow your feet. That truck of mine don't start some days, but it still rolls down them red clay ways. I sing to the silence like it's radio gold, turning every mile into stories told. Yeah, rain light on the other side. No, rain don't last forever. It just teaches you to ride. One day I'll look back from a porch swing high, say those storms made me who I am inside. Got a half tank burning and a sky full of gold. Sun setting slow like it's got stories to be told. Radio humming like a summertime flame, and the wind's blowing wild through a no-name state. Left a note on the fridge, said don't wait up. I need some dust in my boots and a little bit of luck. No map, no plan, just the open plain, and a dashboard dream I can't explain. 'Cause the highway don't know my name, don't care where I'm going, don't need no fame. It just rolls like a song, smooth and untamed. Every mile I ride I feel less chained. I might be lost but I feel no shame. The highway don't know my name. Stopped at a diner where the lights buzz low. Lady pouring coffee said, where you wanna go? I smiled and said, anywhere but here. She laughed and said, well, you're halfway there. 'Cause the highway don't know my name, don't ask no questions, don't play no games, just lets me drive through the hurt and blame. Every curve I take, I'm not the same. I might be broke, but I ain't lame. The highway don't know my name. I've been running from ghosts in a rearview mirror, but the farther I go, the more I see clear. Yeah, the highway don't know my name, but it gives me peace and it don't complain. It's where I'm in, it's where I came, alive again in the pouring rain. Freedom's calling like a wild Mustang, and the highway don't know my name. Coffee's warm, but my boots are cold. Bagged by the bed, stories untold. She's still sleeping in my old shirt, and it's killing me worse than the leaving hurts. This town's too quiet for a restless soul, but her arms feel like all I'll ever know. I keep saying I'll leave, I keep finding the floor, but somehow I'm always halfway out the door. I've got one foot in and one in the dust, one hand on her, one gripping rust. This heart don't know what it's beating for. Freedom or her, can't choose anymore. Ain't gone, but I ain't staying for sure. full and the sky's wide blue, but I'd trade the wind just to dance with her shoes. She says, if you're leaving, don't turn around. But she don't mean it, and I don't know how. I've got one foot in and one in the dust, one hand on her, one grip and rust. This heart don't know what it's beating for. Freedom or hurt, can't choose anymore. Ain't gone, but I ain't staying for sure. Yeah, I'm always halfway out the door. Some folks right, some folks rude, but I've worn both in these traveling boots. Now I've got one shot to say what's right. She's the only thing that ever felt like light. The road don't shine like her front porch glow, and I'm tired of leaving what I love the most. So tonight I drop my keys on the floor. I ain't halfway out the door no more. Saw your shadow by the old feed store. Same jeans, same smile you always wore. I blinked once and you were gone, but I swear this town still hums your song. Your name's still scratched in that barroom stool, right next to mine like some carved out rule. I sip my drink, try to look ahead, but the jukebox plays the words you said. There's echoes in this town of you and me, in every cracked road and sycamore tree. I ain't haunted, but I ain't free. Your laugh rides the breeze through these pines and weeds. I try moving on, but I come back around, caught in the echoes in this town. Your house sits quiet down Maple Lane. New folks moved in, but it still feels the same. Front porch light still flickers at dawn, like it's waiting on you to come walking on. There's echoes in this town of you and me, in every cracked road and sycamore tree. I ain't haunted, but I ain't free. Your laugh rides the breeze through these pines and weeds. I try moving on, sweet and low. In the church bell ring and the rivers flow. You're gone, but you still somehow stay. In the dust, in the light, in the words I say. I ain't stuck, but I can't shut it down. These soft-spoken echoes in this town. Sidos in this town, sweet and low. In the church bell ring and the rivers flow. You're gone, but you still somehow stay. I was born with the wind in my hair, raised on stories and county fair prayers. Daddy said, girl, ride strong, ride free. So I learned real quick how to outpace the heat. I don't wear white, I wear worn out jeans. I don't wait around for the in-betweens. If the road bends, then I bend too. But I don't break, nah, I push through. Dust don't settle on me. I keep rolling like a tumbleweed, heart wide open, wild and free. Ain't no fence gonna capture me. Got fire in my step, thunder in my soul. Where I'm heading, only the brave go. You can chase me, babe, but wait and see. Dust don't settle on me. Got a flask of truth in my saddlebag, a past I don't run from, but I don't drag. Every scar's a story I've come to own, carved like lines into desert stone. Dust don't settle on me. I keep moving with the breaking breeze. No map, no plan, just destiny. In a sky full of songs only I can sing. If you're looking for calm, I ain't the breeze. Dust don't settle on me. I was made for roads, not memories. Let the world stand still if it wants to be. I was born to roam endlessly. Got stars for signs and fate is my key. Dust don't settle on me. Had a 6-string hanging on my bedroom wall. Learned 3 chords and I gave it my all. But small town bills and a baby on the way made me pack that dream and tuck it away. Worked long nights at the old feed mill, dust in my lungs and hands I can't feel. But every break I'd hum a melody, something about the way the roll call sold the truck as the kids hit the highway, and I chased it anyway. I ain't famous, I ain't paid, but I sleep good at the end of the day. They still say you're too old for that now, but I ain't never felt more proud. Took the long road just to sing this line. A dream, still a dream, even late in time. I might not make it, but hell, I'll play. Yeah, I chased it anyway. That old barn's leaning, paint chipped away, but it held the storm like it did yesterday. Granddad's boots by the back porch rail, scuffed and cracked but never failed. Mama's quilts got a tear down the side, but it's warm like a hug on a cold, dark ride. And my heart's been bruised, maybe twice or more, but I still leave it open like an old screen door. 'Cause broken still shines in the right kind of light, like rust on chrome in a red sunset night. Every scar's got a story that time won't erase, like a song with a crack that still finds its place. Don't need to be perfect to feel like it's mine. Yeah, broken still shines. There's a Bible in the drawer with a page half gone, still holds the words when the nights get long. And that old guitar, she don't tune quite true, but she sings like the hills when I play about you. Yeah, broken still shines in the quiet and rough, like a cracked stained glass still holy enough. Every flaw's just a thread in the fabric of grace, a little worn down, but it still holds space. Ain't gotta be flawless to stand in the light. Yeah, broken still shines. Maybe I'm weathered, maybe I've been, but I ain't lost what I've never been. So I'll keep on walking with dust on my boots, writing down truth and half some truth, like a porch light flicker, steady and kind. But I know broken still shines. Yeah, broken still shines. Maybe I'm weathered, maybe I've been, but I ain't lost what I never meant. So I'll keep on walking with dust on Miller's Creek. Barefoot smile, muddy jeans. She carved our names in an old oak tree. Said some things last, just wait and see. Summers passed like a cotton train. She moved north, I stayed the same. Letters stopped, life moved on, but I still hear her in the dusk till dawn. Back where the wildflowers grow, by the fence where the sweet winds blow, that old tire swing still sways slow, like it's waiting on her shadow. I might be older, but I still know she's somewhere back where the wildflowers grow. I drive out there now and then, crack a beer, let the memories spin. The trees grow tall, but our names remain like echoes carved into a window pane. Back where the wildflowers grow, in that field we used to go, where hearts were young and time was slow. I swear I see her in the golden glow. I might be dreaming, but even so, she's still there, back where the wildflowers grow. Maybe one day she'll drive on back, windows down in a red Cadillac, find where the wildflowers grow. We'll meet again, just taking it slow. Sit by the creek, let the stories flow. Two hearts still humming soft and low. Some things fade, but love can show. Right there, back where the wildflowers grow. Of them. Old Ford bench seat, summer of '09. Barefoot dreams in your hand in mine. Screen door slam in your dad's front porch. We were burning time like a cheap old torch. Radio playing that first Luke song. Knew every word, even sang it wrong. You said, boy, don't blink, this won't stay. I laughed and said, we ain't going away. Back when we had forever, didn't know better. Thought hearts don't break and youth don't fade. Kiss like the world would always stay. You and me in the midnight weather. Back when we had forever. That goodbye came on a quiet night. No fight, no tears, just the porch light. You chased dreams, I stayed home. You got a plane, I got a loan. Back when we had forever, didn't know better. And all time stood still in your old blue sweater. Swore we'd always find our way, but some roads don't bend and some hearts stray. Still The stars were orange, the world was wide. Love was young and so was pride. Would I go back? Not sure I'd ever want more than back when we had forever. Now you're a name in a song I write, still shows up in my mind some nights. You're back when we had forever, didn't need never. Got a lawn chair thrown on my front porch deck, coffee in hand, no shoes, no stress. Neighbor waves from his beat-up truck, the same old dog still chasing ducks. Creek still sings that lazy tune. Sun crawls slow across the heat of June. Folks rush fast, but I found peace where the clock runs soft and the worries cease. I ain't running nowhere, I got all I need. A red dirt road and a hometown breeze, a heart that beats with the whippoorwill, a slow kind of life on a Carolina hill. Let the world keep spinning, I'll sit right here, 'cause I ain't running nowhere this year. Mama's cooking still hits just right. Fried green matters and chicken fried. Same 6 strings and a jar of shine make every Friday feel just fine. I ain't running nowhere, I got all I need. A red dirt road and a hometown breeze, a heart that beats with the whippoorwill, a slow kind of life on a Carolina hill. Let the world keep spinning, I'll sit right here, 'cause I ain't running nowhere this year. Maybe someday I'll chase a dream, but right now peace is enough for me. I ain't running nowhere, got roots too deep in every porch light and gravel street. Let the highways hum their restless tune, I'll be right here watching fireflies bloom. This town knows me like a front porch prayer, and I ain't running nowhere. Old Ford bench seat, summer of '09. Barefoot dreams and your hand in mine. Screen door slamming, your dad's front porch. We were burning time like a cheap old torch. Radio playing that first Luke song. Knew every word, even sang it wrong. You said, boy, don't blink, this won't stay. I laughed and said, we ain't going away. Back when we had forever, didn't know better. Thought hearts don't break and youth don't fade. Kissed like the world would always stay. You and me in the midnight weather. Back when we had forever. That goodbye came on a quiet night. No fight, no tears, just the porch light. You chased dreams, I stayed home. You got a plane, I got a loan. Back when we had forever, didn't know better. Thought time stood still in your old blue sweater. Swore we'd always find our way. But some roads don't bend and some hearts stray. Still I remember back when we had. Now you're a name in a song I write. Still shows up in my mind some nights. Fine nights. Yeah, back when we had forever, didn't need never. The stars were ours, the world was wide. Love was young and so was pride. Would I go back? Not sure I'd ever want more than back when we had forever. Back when we had forever. Now you're a name in a song I write. Still shows up in my mind some nights. Yeah, back when we had forever, didn't need never. The stars were ours, the world was wide. Love was young and so was pride. Would I go back? Not sure I'd ever want more than back when we had forever. Met her out west, where the red dust flies. Hair in a braid, fire in her eyes. Boots on the dash, she don't slow down. She's got dreams that don't fit in this town. She don't call home, she don't stay long. She's got a trail where the brave belong. Heart like thunder, laugh like sin. You don't chase her, she lets you in. She rides like the wind through the canyon sky. Don't ask why, just wave goodbye. She'll steal your heart, then leave a grin, with nothing but her name on your skin. She don't break, she don't bend. She rides like the wind. Sings to the moon by firelight glow. dances with ghosts only outlaws know. Taught me love don't always mean staying. Sometimes it's just the breath you're taking. Yeah, she rides like the wind through the canyon sky, leaves me standing there asking why. She's a storm, a song spin, and I'd let her leave all over again. She don't break, she won't pretend. She rides like the wind. Tried to rope her, tried to hold tight, but while things fade in the morning light, now she rides like the wind out past the pines. She's a memory burning in my lines. If love is free, then I let her win, and I smile when I feel that breeze again. She don't stop, she don't end. She rides like the wind.